Way back from Alabama, we just decided to stop by my home place. This is the church I went to. This is Ephesus Baptist Church right here. There's a big church back yonder, and that wasn't there before. It used to be this was the whole thing right here. A friend of mine's buried right over here, Charles Warren. When I was a kid, he used to take me fishing. He had a little boy, and his son wasn't old enough to go fishing yet, so he used to take me. He got killed in a horrible traffic accident. A coal bucket jackknifed. He was in a '67 Chevy Impala, brand new one, and that coal bucket jackknifed and crushed him in the car. His little boy was riding with him when it happened. He is buried. Camp, Hambrick, Baggett, I know all those people. Spears, Hensley, I know them. Morris, Johnson, the Tysons, I know them. Warren, this is gonna be Charles's grave right here, I'm believing. Oh, that's Reverend William Warren and Gwendolyn Warren. So here's another Warren grave right here. Maybe this one will be Charles's. When I was a kid, I used to walk on all these old graves back here behind the church. I remember Wendell Camp and James Hambrick and Diane Baggett. She's still alive. This is Edith. She's still alive. That's Charles's wife, and this is Charles's grave. He died in '68. He was just this incredible, awesome guy. He gave me the first banjo I ever owned. He introduced me to bluegrass music when nobody really knew what bluegrass music was. Took me fishing when nobody else would. Put me in a little tin boat, and we rode out on Lake Altoona, and I don't remember that we caught anything, but it was just a great day. It was a great time. He was, back in the day when people used to build stereo systems, I mean, it was like a whole big new thing. People would get all these different components, and he had built a stereo system into his living room and all that stuff. Just really technically advanced sort of guy for his day. Anyway, he's been dead now for 68. Yeah. That'd be 50.
He was only 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a kid. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Warren, I did want to come see you because you're special. Even if you are passed away, I'll never forget you. And I'll never forget the time you spent with me when I was a kid. So, alrighty, let's move on, see if the old home place is still standing. The lady that plays the organ for the church over here is Mr. Warren's daughter, and her aunt played the organ for the church when I went here. Of course, she was older than me. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but Sherry, last I knew, played the organ for him now, so that's pretty cool. The Hensleys, I knew a bunch of them. They just live right down the road here. The McIntoshes. I had a crush on a girl named Becky McIntosh when I was in 3rd grade. I don't know if they're probably related. Everybody down here. Small town. This is a small town. McCoy. Remember Kelly McCoy. Yep. Gaddis. I remember going to school with a boy named Gaddis. Waldrops. My buddy was Chris Waldrop. He was younger than me, and I lived in rented a house from his mom there for a while. Duncans went to school. They went to church with us. Parr. I remember David Parr. Yep. Yep. My people. That area right in front of the old church building there used to be grass. You wouldn't be parked in front of it like that. We'd pull up on either side of it over here. It was an entrance from this side and an entrance from the other side. Of course, they got it marked as the Fellowship Hall now. Back in the day, that was the main church building. This brick part here, that wasn't here. That far brick building over there was a little bitty concrete block building right there. We used to meet in that building on Wednesday night, and we had a lady in the church named Betty Mae Waldrop. Betty Mae Waldrop, little short round lady, could play the daylights out of a piano. And she played, you know, rockabilly, jazz, blues. She'd take a song and jazz it up, and we'd sing right along with her, just doing everything we could to keep up with her. She was a heck of a player. Charles Warren lived right off that road, and his dad lived up on the hill there, and his dad had a tractor that my dad said was the same tractor that killed my granddaddy. My granddaddy was killed by an Oliver tractor, and I never did figure out if that was the exact same tractor or if it was one that was just like it. I just remember being there one time and he said that's the tractor that killed my granddaddy. So anyway, we'll never know now. Dad's passed away, and I expect the Waldrops, the Warrens, the ones that lived up yonder, would have too by now. So we'll keep moseying along.